Hey everybody, how's it going? It's the Destroyer here, and welcome to the channel. I'm gonna do a little something special. This is not gonna be me playing around, kind of thing. This is just gonna be me talking about a certain thing. So, what I'm gonna be talking about is actually gonna be talking about my character and kind of at the origins. I'm kind of bit trying to go on to see how this is gonna turn out. So I'm gonna try and go off air and try to see what it's gonna turn out. I didn't really build like a script or anything like this. I just wanted to go off the air. I tried to say, who am I? I'm just gonna talk about the character, and that's practically all there is to it. So I'm gonna talk about the smuggler, but sometimes I refer to him as the freelancer because one time he killed a bounty hunter, and you see it throughout the game. It's kind of bit of a thing. He killed a bounty hunter and he took the armor off of him, and this bounty hunter was called the freelancer. So he took it and he liked the name, so he took on the name Freelancer. And so the origin of the character for my smuggler is he's kind of a bit of a, let's say, tedious. He had his dad was this was a pirate. His mom was a Jedi, and soon the mom would abandon her life as a Jedi to fall in love with a pirate, and the dad left his job as a pirate so he could become a pirate with his wife, and they had a farm, and they grew up on their life. I would say they had grown up on Tatooine, and they had a child with which would be known, which would be given the name Zintois Braviata. And what else was there? Dad was he became a special operative, and he was before he became a pirate, and then he later he kind of had the armor called the Buccaneer, which he found later on that one planet. I forgot what it was called. It's one where he fought Arcanon, which he found, which once belonged to his dad. And his dad was part of the I'd say part of the Empire a little bit. So they're kind of having that Romeo and Juliet kind of story. And since the mob never tried to hide his son away from Force sensitive, so if you probably do not know, my smuggler tends to have like these abilities where he'd do like force jump, and kind of has this like a very hard punch to him. And since his dad teaches him how to use a blaster pistol when he was about 3, he knew so well about the blaster that he took up had been able to pick up headshots And since one time there was like this force group that can use their force to influence blasters. So instead of using a lightsaber, he instead uses a blaster, which makes him so great at his shot. He could shoot things at pinpoint accuracy. He also could punch. He also can have punch through metal, which was also kind of a thing that he does. I usually tend to see. This is what I'm trying to see what he was like in the game. Like, he does tend to have like all those things. Like, I saw him like do a force jump and all that sorts of stuff. Yet sometimes he doesn't use it. He sometimes does use it, but sometimes he does use like grappling hook and all that sorts of stuff. Usually tends to like doing all the other sorts of stuff. His mom encouraged him to use, instead of not using much of the force, instead use all the gadgets. He kind of made a promise of that, and because she doesn't want his son to grow up to be a Jedi, because she loved him so much that she wanted him to be a part of her life. They grew up in this old town. The dad took up a role as a bounty hunter. And he had, they gave him, and let's see. They gave him military experience, a couple of money. But sadly, when it was returning home, his family was found dead. With only left was all of his inheritance. All their inheritance given to him. And a ship that he bought for his son. To hopefully one day, because he was also training, also because he was a very skilled pilot, he got him his very own ship, which we use today, and the ship was modified. I had only one of its kind, which was practically founded by Mandalorians. I think, oh yeah, shouldn't his dad be a Mandalorian since he sometimes uses their gadgets? Right. I think that should be it. Like, he was a Mandalorian, then he was later dishonored and then later became a pirate. Started smuggling, then fell in love with a Jedi, and then later took on a role as a little bit of a bounty hunter and a farmer. And that is where my smuggler ended up into the first place, into the military. Since he joined the Republic, he's so loyal. He didn't really much like the Empire because of how they destroyed his village and how it kind of destroyed his home and killed his parents. And that is how we ended up seeing him today. Anyways, I think that should be the origins of the Freelancer. I hope you guys liked the origin story. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.